This video is specifically for conservative Christian pro-life people. So if you're not a conservative Christian pro-lifer, I'm not going to tell you to scroll on. Everybody should watch my videos. My name is Monica Snyder. I'm an atheist. I'm the executive director of Secular Pro-Life, which is an anti-abortion organization focused on secular arguments. I consider myself fairly conservative, but our board president is a moderate and our board vice president is a liberal, and we all get along great, and we really try to run the group in a very nonpartisan way. And we do that because we want people to understand that anyone can be pro-life and everyone should be pro-life. So if you're a Christian, I hope you're pro-life. If you're an atheist, I hope you're pro-life. If you are a Republican, I hope you're pro-life. If you're a Democrat, I hope you're pro-life. I don't care. I don't care what your religious beliefs are. I don't care what your political background is. I care if you're with me on opposing abortion. And if we want to get the message out that anyone can be and everyone should be pro-life, then I think we need to be careful not to tell people they can't be pro-life. So for example, with secular pro-life, sometimes I'll talk about being an atheist or I'll talk about things having to do with being secular. And most pro-lifers are very supportive of that. But we always have a few that start talking about how it makes no sense to be secular and pro-life, and atheism is the bane of existence and it's going to lead to the dissolution of society or whatever. I'm not offended that people think that. I'm offended that you're telling people it makes no sense for them to be pro-life. You think you're telling them it makes no sense for them to be an atheist, but what comes across most of the time is that it makes no sense for them as an atheist to be pro-life. Same thing goes for politics. If you follow the group Democrats for Life of America, and if you check out their social media platforms, it's very easy to find posts where they're trying to speak to other Democrats about why it makes sense to oppose abortion, and a bunch of conservatives get on there and say that if you're a Democrat, you can't really be pro-life. And again, the idea is they think that Democrats who are pro-life need to vote for Republicans or vote for conservative policies in order to really be pro-life. And so they think they're pushing people towards a specific political ideology. But for the most part, you're not pushing pro-life Democrats to become conservative. You're pushing them to be pro-choice. And anyway, we don't need everyone who's against abortion to be Christian or to be conservative or whatever. We need them to be against abortion. And I'm not even going to get into arguments about who should vote for who or what. Let's say that every single pro-life Democrat voted straight Democrat ticket every time, which isn't even true. They could be voting Democrat and still reaching out to their social circles as ambassadors in largely pro-choice demographics to talk about some of the ideas of why someone might be pro-life. Or they could vote Democrat and just be pro-choice. When you tell them that they can't be Democrat and pro-life, just like when you tell atheists they can't be atheist and pro-life, or you can't be feminist and pro-life, or whatever your thing is, you're weakening our numbers, you're weakening our ambassadors, you're weakening our reach into groups that aren't already prone to opposing abortion. We want to make it as easy as possible for people to be pro-life. We want them to understand that they can be pro-life wherever they're at. We don't want them to believe that they have to change their entire political ideology or major parts of their identity in order to join us in opposing abortion. So you may be used to it being only conservatives and Christians who oppose abortion, but it's not that way. It doesn't have to be that way. Help me make it not that way.